Okay, here we go. Let's cut through it. Lighter! It is another adventurous day on Smuggler's Blues. I'm with Adrian, my friend of many, many years. And today is hello, Adrian.
Hello.
And today is a day of racing. It's the Cowes Torquay, which is a very traditional and big race in the racing calendar. Started in the 60s, I think, didn't it?
It did, yeah.
And the other race is the fact that it's 9 o'clock and we've got to be there at 11 o'clock. We've got a quarter-mile walk down to the boat. We've got 2 miles of speed-restricted river. We've got to get the boat ready first, of course, and then we've got to get round there. So
and it could be a bit lumpy.
And it could be a bit lumpy. It's a bit breezy today. So yeah, the race is on in more ways than one. Stay tuned. Perfect.
Turn off.
It is 20 past 9. We're making good progress. We've got to get down the river now, out to sea, get the hammer down, get ourselves around to Torquay. We're expecting the first boats at around 11 AM because they do about 100 miles an hour, so they don't take long to get from Cowes. What time's the race start? 10, isn't it?
10, I believe, yeah.
Yeah. And so how far from Cowes to here is it?
I should know that. It's 101, 100, just over 100 miles.
Yeah, I was thinking about 100 miles, yeah.
They do, I think it's going to be a little bit choppy, so it may well slow them down a little bit. I
was actually offered a ride in one to make a video, and I said no thank you. I could actually think of nothing worse.
You didn't ask me.
I should have given you the camera and sent you on your way, shouldn't I? Oh my god, no, just being hammered to death for like 3 hours.
I don't know, it's on my wish list, but until you're actually there and doing it, I don't know how long that wish would last.
I think on a nice day it'd be fabulous, yeah. And on a rough day it'd be hell on earth.
Well, they do say it's a bit like they come back, you know, sort of, I think, well battered and bruised. And,
yeah.
You know, and you take a look at a lot of them. They're not young guys doing it either.
No.
You know, they're my age, you know, 40s, 50s, 60s. You've got to take your hat off to them.
Yeah.
Doing what they love, though.
Absolutely. I remember Steve Curtis once saying that he was a champion powerboat racer, one of the most successful ever.
Still racing in America, right?
Yeah. And I remember him saying that if you have any concern for what your body's going to be like in old age, you shouldn't be doing it, because it just smashes you to pieces.
Absolutely.
Oh, ferry's coming across. It's good timing. I think we'll wait for that one. 126.59. First obstacle is the higher ferry. We're just waiting for that to go across. Dartmouth Regatta is on, so we've got a lot of boat movement today, mostly sailing boats going out racing. But yeah, busy place, the River Dart, during the Dartmouth Regatta. This guy's just passing us. Yes. This guy's deciding he needs to pass us, so we need to do it about 6 inches away, and now he's coming across us, but never mind. I'm sure he knows what he's doing.
He actually is.
Remarkable. well, the tender has been moved into the race position, so I think we're just about ready to go. Captain Adrian is at the helm. The wind is offshore, so it's coming literally straight off, and if I point the camera at the shore you'll see it's coming straight off the land. So as we go round, my prediction is it should be fairly sheltered, because this will act like a massive windbreak and the sea won't have built up till it gets further out. So might be a little bit choppy later on, but on my gut instinct is we should have a reasonably smooth ride today. Be careful of, there's crab pots, I don't know if you can see them. There's one there, there's another one just over there, so we've got that going on. We've got a big rock over here, and we've got a big princess coming past us over here. Easy busy. That is 2,800 RPM, that's 22 knots, that's a very nice cruising speed for this boat. Maxed out at about just over 30, but that runs nicely at this speed. Well, my predictions for the sea conditions so far are proving pretty good, because it is windy out here. You can see the wind ruffling the water, but because it is straight off the land, it doesn't have the chance to build up any swell yet. So we're having a pretty good trip of it. And that is the wash of that princess. Remarkable. Ah! Princess has slowed down, so we're going to cop his wash. Okay, here we go. Let's cut through it. Lighter! Might need to wash the boat tomorrow. Yeah. I think that's the best one you've ever had on. Yes, I think you're right. Well, we are round into the bay, and we are really catching the wind now, because we're out of that shelter of that land and come around the headlands.
Following Smugler's route and heading towards Torquay is the place to go.
So yeah, we're going to head back in, get ourselves back under the lee of the land, and hopefully a little bit more sheltered again. That's the hope. Okay, we are actually on the course now, but it is 10 past 10, so we don't have to worry. They've only just left Cowes. They'll be miles away yet. But yeah, this is the course. This is the first turn marker coming up. So they'll come in, cross Line Bay, they'll blast around this one, and then head over to Torquay and then round and back out again. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to find a corner out there where we can be on the inside of it and watch them going round. But yeah, here we are on the course. Do a racing turn around it.
that cruiser's sat, because I'm normally up on the cliffs there by the right of the Imperial.
Yeah, that would make sense.
That way, so kind of think where that cruiser is.
Yeah, let's go and have a look. I think we found the second marker. Now we're doing this at about 22 knots. Some of these guys were doing this at more like 80 knots.
I'm up there, this way. That's definitely a turn point.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, we're going to do a racing turn around this one. Here we go. We're going to try and avoid that princess that we saw earlier, who turns out to be a friend of the channel. He called me on the VHF radio. We did a yacht tour of his V42. Here comes the wash. Hold on. Okay, and then back through this side. So where's the next one, Aid?
It's going to be somewhere in line with that boat, about between them two boats, probably.
Yeah.
Slightly favoured side. I don't know which side the muscle farm they're going to go at. Seaward, I think, right side.
Okay, we are struggling to find the next turn marker, so we're going to do what they can. Stop and have a look. Okay, so we are a bit further out than we need to be.
There's the muscle farm. So.
Yeah, we've got the chart now. Where are we looking for? This one here.
Yeah, correct.
And that rock there we think is this rock here. And there's a rib going over there.
40 dead end.
You see it? Okay, we think we found it. Yeah, that looks like the Royal Torquay Yacht Club boat there. I bet that's a safety boat. Yeah, that's got to be it, isn't it? Okay, we have found the last race marker in the bay. It's this orange fellow here. And we think this is going to be a great vantage point because they're going to come around the bay and then they're going to roar straight out here, around the outside of that one and back across. So they should be doing some serious speed as they come past here.
Yeah, the benefit is you might get coming in that way as well.
Yeah,
possibly.
that's true. Yeah, we'll see them from a distance, that's for sure. Okay, well we are well early, 20 past 10. They won't be here until 11, but at least we've found where we need to be, and we can dry off a bit. That I think is the official Marshall boat. You can see the Marshall flag on there, so they're just making sure that everybody is in the right place on this turn, because what you don't want is somebody being on the wrong side of it, because they'd be on the track. Anyway, it is 10:30 and I reckon they're going to have a rough ride across Lyme Bay because the wind is right on the nose, and further out it's going to be choppy. So best guess is 11 o'clock as the earliest, but I think they might be a bit longer than that. We'll see. If they do turn up at 11, they'll have had a bloody good run, quite frankly. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Well, we are about 10 to 11. As I say, 11 is the very earliest, but I suspect they'll be a bit longer having had a choppy run. But what is happening is we're getting busy. A lot of other people coming out having the same idea. It's a good spot this for spectating, I think, and clearly I'm not alone in that consideration. Adrian has got the big guns out, so we're hoping to get some nice shots. And at the minute he's trying to track the race on an app. How are they looking?
Looks like they're literally just past the tip of Portland, so
Oh,
it's a
Christ.
straight run straight across here.
Yeah, there's still a fair way to go though. Adrian's just managed to get up the speed on the tracker, and apparently the fastest boats are doing about 43, 45 knots. Now bear in mind they'll run at 80. That would suggest to me it is really properly rough out there, and that's why they're only just around Portland build. So we're going to be a while yet, but not to worry. We are in position. Adrian, how are we looking? What's the story so far on the app?
Grim. I think at the moment we've probably got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 boats heading this way. A couple didn't start, and obviously like any high performance racing there's inevitable retirements, and as we know, coming round and the conditions here, unfortunately I think it's just been caused some problems, or some have decided not to run it. So
Yeah, it's
look forward to the ones that do come anyway.
Absolutely, and there was 12 I think initially, wasn't
Class
there?
ones, yeah.
12 class ones, yeah, of which 5 are still running.
At the moment.
And the I think we decided the lead ones are up to 50 knots now.
50 knots, about a third of the way across Line Bay, so
Yeah.
hopefully I'd say another sort of 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, we are
Have sight.
5 past 11 now, so we wait on. We have a sighting. It is 11:30. I'm going to move a bit further out the way, and we've seen them on the horizon. We were watching on the tracker, and their speeds are up to 75 knots, so they're obviously getting into calmer waters. But yeah, we believe that that is them. Hang on, just about there, and that's the turn buoy down there, so we're up above it. But we're down to 4 boats still running out of 12 starters. It is brutal out there. They are properly shifting. They might be a bit far away to pick up on the GoPro, I'm not sure, but if you look at that marker buoy there, which is the turn marker, they're about to fly effectively over the top of it on the horizon. You can just see 2 white streaks possibly of the wash. They are shifting, really shifting. There they go. They're coming around this way in a minute. Okay, so they're following the course that we did. They're coming in, they're going to go around that first marker, across the bay, around that second marker, and then back out past us. There, they've just turned. Got a marshal boat here, just making sure that everybody is out of the way, basically. Because you don't want to be in the way of these guys when they're coming out at speed. And that's for damn sure. Okay, they're heading for the second marker now, just off of Torquay. Turning, and now they're coming right at us. These guys are probably doing close to 100 bar an hour across the water now. Here they go. That is absolutely flying. And that's it, just a small matter of 100 miles back to Cowes for those guys now. Unbelievable. What do you think? Good shots?
We'll see. See, one's interested, one's going straight out, the other, Silverline's taking the inshore route.
Yeah, he's taking a longer route, but looking for calmer water, I guess. Well, it looks like people are giving it up. There are a couple more boats to come, but they are still some way off. Yeah, it's all thinning out. That looks one. Well, I think we've got, is it just one boat left in the running?
One.
Blast off. And what speed's it doing?
39, 40. Oh, no, I thought that was it then. Oh, maybe jump. 39,
Oh yeah.
39, 40 knots, but it's going to look a bit like that coming across now, but not that one.
No. So we reckon that's going to be here in about 15-20 minutes. We might as well stay and watch that one go round just for the sake of it. So we've done the whole lot. So it's time to break out lunch in the meantime. Thusly. And this one's mine. Can you guess what it is? We have a sighting just above that rib, right on the horizon. You might just be able to see it. Little white dot travelling past. You can just see it's about to line up with Berry Head. Just about now. I don't know whether you're going to be able to see him, but he's about there. Finger doom. That wind is really picking up. I wouldn't fancy 100 miles back across Lyme Bay in this. Here he comes. That is a good noise, isn't it?
It was a good noise. And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes Cowes Torquay Cows for today.
I think that's about the size of it, isn't it? Oh well, 12 starters.
3 boats better than none.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Right, I am going to point us into this weather while you pack up your gear. And we're going to poodle on and back in this direction, finish lunch, and then we'll blast back to Dartmouth. Okay, well, lunched is lunched, and the wind is really picking up actually, and I think the best place for us now is back in the shelter of the River Dart. So we're going to put the hammer down, head for home. You all good, Mr. Aid?
Yeah, all bro. Good to go.
Let's do it. All right, so we go. Unbelievably, the sun's come out. Look at this. It's a different day. Well, we are back in the speed limited approaches to the River Dart, so back down to 6 knots. The wind is really picking up, but we had a good trip back up the coast. It was nice and calm. That offshore breeze definitely making the sea sheltered by the land. But that, I think, has been a good day out, hasn't it?
It has, very good.
Seeing some nice boats. Yeah. So we will It's just starting to spit with rain actually. Proper British summer this one. So we're going to get back up the river, get the covers back on before it starts to rain properly. Call that a grand day out. And we will look forward to catching you on one of these very soon. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.